What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar with C-Zar Gets Crypto, and we are talking about Bluzelle, BLZ, yet again. It's been a hot topic this week, and it deserves to be, man. It's just been doing very bullish things. Just keeps going up. Keeps going up without me. It's like, just kidding, Chris. We're not going to wait for you anymore. Looking at this thing here, from low to high, you are at your 0.069, which isn't a fib level at all. It's just a level that I've noticed that sometimes you find relevance on, right? It's like your little check. You're like, I'm going to touch here, and then I'm going to go down. We could find resistance here. It's not an area that I generally look for. I just kind of like use it as a confirmation that if I'm seeing significance on this and then this, then like this is probably the right fib to use. And anyways, looking at this here, went down to the 382. Found support. Now we're up here, man. Ridiculous. Clear breakout at the 236 there. I wasn't convinced here. I wasn't convinced on this day, but this day definitely convinced me that this move is the real deal. I've been convinced since before this day here that this was like a bull trap, but now I'm thinking that this is the real deal. You know, it's not a whole lot of volume coming in, but it is more volume than we've seen recently, and to be completely fair, it is building. You can definitely see it's building as price goes up. All good things. All the kind of things that you want to see to prove the legitimacy of your move. Not only that, but you're getting very strong readings in your RSI. Yes, you are in the overbought zone. No, it's not the most ideal time to buy in the overbought zone, but you know it's a sign of strength. And just because it's in the overbought zone now doesn't mean that it's going to go to new lows and then it's time to buy. You know, it might not even retrace half of this move. Let's see here, from bottom to top, we really could. With strong moves, it's very common, and this is definitely a strong move. You can see it in the readings, right? Very strong move. It's common to go back to your 382 and then find support and bounce from there. It's also common to go down to your 618 or sometimes your 0.5 even. You know, you could go lower than this 382. But man, I forgot, man. This thing went up. Whenever I last drew this fib, it was here. It was like right there, and the 15, maybe it was even lower, I forget. But the 15, maybe it was before this day closed. I forget where I drew it. 15-cent range was at the 382. Now the 382 is almost at that 16-cent range. I'm going to have to move my buy orders up, you guys. It would be very bullish to hold this zone. It'd be, I mean, this is already a bullish move, but holding that zone would be very, very bullish, and for multiple reasons, okay? Let's put a line there. Let me delete this first. Okay. I put a line right at the 382. Again, a very common zone off of strong moves, even like just moves for continuation. Any kind of move that prompts continuation afterwards. Finding support on the 382 is often like a thing that you do. And yes, finding support at your golden ratio is also a common thing to do. Even at your 786 or 886 is completely possible. But 382 is where we're looking for now. So taking this fib away, we can see that we found resistance here before. Resistance, kind of in the zone again. So it's, you know, it's also common to wick a little bit below your 382. You don't have to. You could hold it very well, but just to put it in perspective as to what I mean by wicking below it from this low here to this high, you know, we wicked below this 382, but overall we held it, right? We closed below it, but overall we held it and we bounced up. So a lot of previous resistance in this area, and it's the 382 from this low to this high. I do think that this is a significant level, and I am watching to hold this price. So I'm actually going to be moving my buy orders up, you guys. If you're curious, or anyone who's curious, I will probably have my highest buy order set at these lows here, maybe at, yeah, we're going to go 17.6 cents, man. It's a lot higher than I wanted to buy, but you know, that's where I'm going to put my first buy order, and then I'm going to layer it down. Basically not until, maybe right to the 382. Maybe I'll just layer it down to 15.9, maybe just 16 cents. I don't know, something like that. Because I do think it can wick a little bit below this and still be fine. But I think it'll go back to this area before climbing higher. Now, if it does just climb higher, if it does not check back here, man, and it just goes up, you know, breaks this high and keeps going, I'm still going to be waiting. I'm going to be waiting for a pullback one way or another, because the 1272, the 1618 up here, what's very common to do whenever you see a move that takes you to these extensions is to come back down and find support on your 886. Now that is, you know, that's at 20 cents. It's still below this previous high here, and it is a little bit higher than where we are now, but I would rather, it's to each their own. To each their own. If you want to buy here and we just continue to move upwards, good for you. But it's not in me to buy after a whole move up. It's in me to buy after a move down. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm waiting for the next higher low that we're gonna get. It could go lower. It really could. I'm not. I wasn't kidding whenever I was talking about the 618 to 69 area. That is totally possible. We do have previous areas of closing resistance here as well. It could even go to the 786. The possibility that this thing could even go below this is there as well. I just don't think, I think there's a lot going on in the chart that kind of proves the legitimacy of this move and that we are probably done going down. But, I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. I will be wrong again. I've been wrong a lot lately, so I think it's time for me to start being right. I don't know. That's not how it works, so don't hold me to that. But, yeah, man, this weekly RSI is weird. It's very weird looking. But it's strong. It is strong. It's that like one weird looking dude who's just freakishly strong. Or girl, whatever. BLZ, Bluzelle. I feel like that's a girl's name. I don't know. Anyways, I do think that it's going to go higher. I think that we're on our way up, to bigger and better things for sure. That's why I want to get in, but I'm not going to be getting in here. Seeing a pullback back down to around like 16 cents, maybe just a little bit below that. Above 15.5 cents, though, is kind of what I'm thinking. Somewhere in this previous area of resistance, this previous area here, the 382 from this low to high. If we look at the 4-hour, very strong RSI, man. Just ridiculous. Like you can't even, you got out of the overbought zone barely and then bounced right back up and formed new highs, man. Like it's ridiculous. You do technically have a double top with bearish divergence, and that bearish divergence has not played out yet. I would say that it has not played out yet. So that would at least take you probably to like 17.5 to 18 cents, somewhere like that. And I would think that you go lower. I would think you go lower. But, this thing has been proving me wrong throughout like this whole move up. So we'll just see how this goes. Oh man, wouldn't that be nice? In the time that it comes down, this purple line's starting to slope up. Maybe it'll come up to the 15, 16 cent area. Maybe we find support on it as we did once before, and then go from there. I don't know. Maybe we don't. It's totally possible and common to bottom above the purple line, right? Like you don't have to go to it, but let's just see. Actually, I wonder how this thing does. Yeah, a little bit of support, but not really. You just kind of went right through it, tested it back for resistance, and then went through. Kind of disrespected it here, but still support in the general area, support off the line there. But, again, strong move up. You didn't come back to the line to find support, not even, any of these times. So you don't have to. You really don't have to go down and touch it, but it'd be interesting to see. I would think at the trajectory that it's going, it would probably... I feel like that might even be a little bit too quick. I don't know. It's hard to draw, but it probably won't touch this line. But it'd be cool if it did. Anyways, guys, I'm waiting for a pullback. If you're already in this thing, congratulations. If you've been waiting for lower prices, boo-hoo, you got to get over it because I'm with you, man. I was definitely expecting lower prices generally when you see something like this. Going forward, even if we see something like this where you have decreasing volume but price continues to build, you generally go in that last junction of where your volume was, which would have been at least like around 10 cents but probably below 10 cents. That's what I was waiting for, but you didn't do it, man. You got close, you came down, but you held your 382 as support and you bounced off with a very significant move. Things look good, so just got to get over it, call a spade, admit whenever you're wrong. That way you don't miss out on the next move, because here we are sitting at 19 cents basically, right? Boo-hoo, we can't buy it at 10 cents or lower. But this thing has potential to literally go to $90, $100. And here we are sitting at 19 cents. So don't get too frustrated. It's still early. There's going to be plenty of times to get in on this thing. I think that we're still in a relatively good time to buy. Let's see. I want to go BLZ USD. Is this the all-time? It is, okay. Top to bottom. Yeah, man. Whoa. We are getting there. We are getting there, man. It's exciting stuff to see. Breaking above the 618 like this, it definitely looks constructive. Definitely buy the dip scenarios right now, man. You held your 382 twice here too. This thing likes its 382. More reason to buy at 16 cents, man. And if it keeps going higher, just keep that in mind, that 382 level. I wonder from this high to this low. Tipped off your 618, found support at your 382. Resisted the 618, found support on your 382. It's just how it is, man. All right, if you like the video, leave a thumbs up, subscribe to see more. Great things for this, for sure. I think down, a little bit down right now. It's overdue. It's called for. Give it to us. Come on, you know. And if not, man, I mean, it's not in me to chase. Like, I've got some cash set aside to buy some Bluzelle, but if I have to move it into something that hasn't taken off yet, I would rather do that. I would rather move it into something that hasn't taken off, buy Bluzelle ultimately at higher prices, but perhaps make money on something else while it's going up, Bluzelle's going down, and then swap the money into Bluzelle, something like that. Or I might just let it ride. But it's not in me to chase. I really do want to get in on this thing. I hope it's not getting away from me, but I'm not going to buy it here, that's for sure. I'm not going to buy on a week that looks like this with volume that looks like this. But to be fair, this is on Binance. Let's see, USDT. Yeah, same thing, though. So, yeah. I don't think that we go lower than this. I'm just repeating myself now, but I don't think that we go lower than this low. If and when we go lower, I would expect that it'll be a higher low. And then we could talk about new highs, man. We could talk about new highs that we haven't seen in, I mean, to be fair, oh, come on, you would pop up right now. Since April of 2022. So well over a year and a half, yeah. All right. That's all I got for you guys. If you liked the video, leave a thumbs up. Subscribe if you'd like to see more. Thank you for coming. Take care. Bye-bye.